Well, hello there, and this is Auntie, and I am coming to you with an episode of Auntie Say It Isn't So. Say It Isn't So. It appears that Wendy Williams' son has been evicted or is going to be evicted from a $2 million apartment. He doesn't fight the eviction, but he sure did write a letter to the judge. This is a single mom's worst nightmare. Let's talk about it.
Everybody needs a sweet old auntie. Everybody needs
with a whoop whoop and a boop boop
auntie
boop.
that everybody needs.
You can make this up.
Now you know that these are some crazy motherfuckers.
Everybody needs a sweet old auntie.
So why even bother?
Aunties and lives, sweet old auntie. Aunties that play. Are you okay? Are you okay?
Well, hello, everybody, and welcome back. And this is Auntie. If this is your first time being here, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And to all of my new subscribers, thank you all so much for hitting that subscribe button and joining this family. To my nieces, nephews, and my members who have been here with me for the long haul, thank you all so much for your continued support. Now, you all know I usually don't talk about things like this, but this story really pricked my heart. As you all know, I am a single mom raising an adult child by well, I won't get into that. And so when I saw this story, I put myself in these shoes. Now, I'm no Wendy Williams. I don't have millions of dollars and all of that kind of stuff, but I am a single mom with a child in college. And so I want to talk about this story, get you all's feedback down in the comments section. Let me know what you all think. For all of you all who are new to this channel, these people down here in this comment section, they run this mofo, okay? So get in where you fit in. Let us know how you feel. As long as you're not disrespectful, you can stay in the house, okay? So I'm going to put my glasses on. Hello, everybody. Shout out to all of those people in green. Those are the members of Auntie's Advice, and they make this engine run, okay? So I'm bringing you this article. I'm not going to bring it on the screen, but I will put it down in the description box for you all, so you can go back and read the article in its entirety. But I'm getting this article from Radar Online. Now, I am not completely sure about their status as far as, news and stuff like that is concerned. And, I don't know if they put out fake articles or anything like that. Like, I don't know. So don't drag me and be like, Auntie, why are you going to Radar Online? Bitch, this is my first time. Okay. So, according to Radar Online, it says, Wendy's son is being evicted from a $2 million Miami apartment, and he wrote a letter to the judge. So, in the article that was published on December 7th by Ryan Newman, it says Wendy Williams' son, Kevin Hunter Jr., 22, didn't fight the eviction lawsuit filed against him and instead wrote a heartbreaking note to the court explaining his mother's sad situation. It says, according to court documents obtained by Radar Online, back in August, Kevin Jr. was sued for eviction. It says the suit said that Kevin's lease expired back in February, but he had agreed to continue paying monthly rent. However, they say he failed to pay for several months and owed $69,000. Now, to a lot of us, honey, that's a whole lot of money. I would hope that I would never leave that kind of debt on my child. But to whom much is given, much is required. To those who have money, they spend money, right? The more money you make, the more money you spend. Okay. So $69,000 is a lot of money for someone who is his age. But when we have, when kids have parents, they live a certain lifestyle. And Wendy Williams, as we all know, very popular talk show, really started having some health issues, some personal issues in her life. I've been looking and peeking, but I ain't been saying nothing, because that's usually not my lane. But I did want to talk about this nevertheless. So Radar Online goes on to say the following. They say that this particular company demanded Kevin be evicted from the home and judgment for the unpaid rent. It says the son was the first to report the eviction lawsuit. In response, Kevin wrote a letter to the judge admitting he was behind in rent, but blamed his mother's legal issues. It says, as Radar previously reported, Wendy Williams sued Wells Fargo, accusing the bank of freezing her accounts and blocking access to her fortunes. She says she was unable to pay her staff and her bills. Now, allegedly, a word on the curb is that her husband is now asking for his coins too, as it appears that Wendy Williams was the main breadwinner. Now, I don't know. I don't get in people's business because I don't want people in mine. But not only is it appearing that Wendy is having problems, her son is having problems, but the husband is too. And he asking for money and moolah la because allegedly, word on the curb, is that he about to, go through some things himself. But right now we're gonna focus on Kevin Jr. So it says, for months, Wendy has been attempting to regain access to her money. In Kevin's letter, he said, I'm a full-time student at a Florida college, he said. When I moved in, my mom, Wendy Hunter, rented the apartment for me, paying for a full year plus security up front, with her intent being to purchase it at the end of the lease. So I want to read this little sad letter. Oh, my God. I want to read this letter because as a mom, and many of us here on Auntie's Advice, we're moms. Many of us are single moms. And, the worst thing that any parent wants to do is to leave their child in financial instability, especially when they are in college. That is something that keeps me up at night. And I'm just gonna go ahead and keep it a buck 100 out here because it is what it is. And so when I saw this, I was like, what preparations, what do I need to do as a single mom to make sure that my child is taken care of? This is a lesson for all of us when it comes down to creating a financial shelter and stability for our grown kids who are still yet on our insurance and our paycheck. You understand what I mean? And I think that that's why it compelled me to say something because y'all know I don't cover no damn Wendy Williams. I don't, that's not my lane. But my lane is giving out advice when and if I can. And I'm wondering why Wendy, in her financial in all her financial planning, did not put a trust or something in this young boy's name. Maybe she didn't know. Maybe nobody advised her. Maybe the trust is frozen. I don't know. I believe that a trust is separate and outside. But it's just, if I can do anything, I want to bring awareness that we got to make sure that we're taking care of our babies financially. We got to make sure that we're taking care of our babies. Because if you're a single mom like me, this kind of keep you up at night. Like we're going to keep it $100. And it's also a lesson to our kids, to our children, that while we're able to give you a good life, you got to stand up in your big boy or big girl drawers too. You have to learn how to get out there and make money and hustle, because there may be a rainy day. Y'all remember when we were coming up and our parents would talk to us about that damn rainy day? And bitch, when it comes, it's a storm. It's not a rainy day, it's a rainy week. And my heart really goes out to him and to other people who may have suffered at this same thing. So let me read his letter to the judge. He says, "My name is Kevin Samuel Hunter. I'm 22 years old. I am a full-time student at Florida International University. I have been residing at blah, 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 Miami since about March 2021. When I moved in, my mom, Wendy Hunter, rented the apartment for me, paying for a full year plus security up front, with her intent being to purchase it at the end of the lease. So he must be renting out a condo, because he says that his mom had planned on paying for it at the end of the lease. At her request, I signed the original lease on her behalf." Well, if you don't have the cash, you shouldn't be signing anything. Why did he even sign that? He should have made sure that this was going on his mama credit. That this was some, because I'm thinking, and I'm probably wrong, but here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking if they needed to go after somebody, right? Because, even when they freeze your accounts, you still have your debt collectors hitting up against it. Why would he sign something like this on his mother's behalf if he didn't have the income? Moreover, why would they allow him to sign it if his income didn't match? So, as you all know, I have a grown daughter, but she's in college still. She can't go and sign no. I'm trying not to cuss because we probably got company, but she can't go nowhere and sign no fucking lease with the amount of money she make. So why did they even allow him to sign the lease? And see, I don't have no understanding now. I'm starting to get the damn side eye up on this. As the lease approached the end, my mom went through some health issues that put the court in control of her finances. All of this happened suddenly, and all of the financial support that she always gave me stopped, including my housing. The education is paid through a 529 education plan that my mom set up, but can only be released with the court's approval. I had to pause my education. See, all of this done blew up. All of this done blew up. Not only do he not have anywhere to possibly stay, but now he done had to quit school. And she's not deceased, so he can't hit up against a life insurance policy. But I could have sworn okay, so he's saying that the 529, because I thought that you could convert a 529 loan, but he's saying that he can't do it because I guess somebody needs to It needs a court approval. He says, I had to pause my education for a full academic year because of the vid and to care for my mom. Even though my name is on a lease, my mom was paying. See, that never should have happened, because if his income did not make him eligible to pay for a lease, he shouldn't have signed it. I don't know if he could get out on that technicality, because bitch, he won't qualify to sign a lease. Now, for some people, they may say, oh my God, he's staying in a $2 million apartment. Yeah, because his mother was making bankroll. His mother was making the money that could afford for him to live in that kind of apartment. Again, as I see, the more money you make, the more money you spend. Why would he be living in an apartment that's $529 a month, bitch, up in the hood, some damn where his mama can afford more? But what makes me sad is that now that she's gone, he finds himself in this problem. Because see, this gonna hit on his credit report. And it's something that we never want to happen to our kids. We work hard. I know I do. I work hard to give my daughter the lifestyle that she has. And bitch, I ain't rich at all. I'm just comfortable and content. Do I want more? Absolutely, I want more. But right now, I can't do no more. But damn it, what I can do, I do. And the last thing that we want to do is to cause our children to, number one, not be independent at a certain age. And, we want to be able to send them to college debt free. We want to be able to send them to college without them having to work, because we do, want them to study and all that kind of stuff. Been there, done that, going through that right now. But when I saw, I just was like, what the fuck? So let me keep reading before I get all emotional. He says, even though my name is on a lease, my mom was paying, and for medical and legal reasons, she has not been able to pay the rent for the past month since the 1-year lease ended, and the court has controlled her finances. Everything happened very quickly and unexpectedly, and I had no idea things would end up like this. The funds to pay the arrears will be available and hopefully assessed through the court soon. There is also approximately $20,000 for the security deposit that can be applied to the arrears. They're going to take that any damn way. You break a lease, you get evicted, they taking that. So you ain't never did them no, you understand, bless his heart. Because they going to take that. That's why they make you sign a security deposit. But again, I'm wondering if there is a legal way for him to win this, because he did not qualify to sign the lease. This boy ain't got no damn money to secure a $2 million lease. Why did they let him sign it? He need to be talking to a lawyer. He needs to talk to a lawyer, because in no way did he qualify for that apartment. They should have secured that. They should have secured that lease with his mama. And there's some legal terminology for that, but we won't go there. I'm just saying, he needs to seek an attorney, because he shouldn't have ever signed that lease. And they shouldn't have allowed him to sign it. Because I don't see anywhere in here where he said his mama co-signed. He said, I signed the lease. See, I'm not going to make up nothing that ain't here. I ain't making up nothing that ain't here. And I haven't seen the lease. But as far as I'm concerned, he said he signed it on behalf. Let me pull up the definition for behalf. See, because I know how people are. He said he signed it on behalf. On definition of on behalf. In the interest of person, group, or principle. As a representative. He signed it on behalf of his mama. Never did he ever say that she was a co-signer. I can give you my phone bill and you can pay that every month for me. You're paying that on behalf of me. You know what I mean? And you can do that. But when it comes down to the breach, that's on them that signed it. So if you decide that you want to pay my phone bill every month, that's fine. They're going to take your payment. Thank you very much and send you a receipt. What email address do you want it to come to? But at the end of the day, that's my phone bill. So, bitch, if you don't pay it, they're not coming to you because you didn't guarantee it. You were paying it on my behalf. They're going to come after my black ass. So let's make sure that we rightfully divide things. That's why y'all know when y'all come here, I'll bring up the definition in a hot minute. And that's why it's a nightmare. You know I got to switch it up. Thank you, boo. He said there's also approximately $20,000 for the security deposit that can be applied to the arrears. They're going to charge that anyway. I know I need to move and I'm ready to do that within 7 days. That's so fucking sad. That's so sad. And where's daddy? Like, I'm sure that you all can give me the tea on where the fuck is his daddy? Oops, I think somebody said the daddy got his hand out too. That's so sad. So where's he living? When can he that's one thing when you up. You know how a lot of people will say, when you up or when you reach a certain level in your life, when you are the one who is supplying the jobs, the finances, when your ass get in trouble, who there to help you? You ever find yourself in that situation where you're saying, bitch, I'm helping everybody else, ain't nobody there for me? How many times have we said that? As women, as men, how many times? And here Wendy got her frozen, allegedly. Her son need help, and he moving out in 7 days. Bitch, ain't nobody else there to help him. Nobody? Bitch, I mean, when he yelling out for help, is it echoing? Help, 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 help. What kind of is going on? This is, like I said, a parent's worst nightmare, to leave our children in this kind of condition. This right here has made me think, bitch, you better put ensure that there's some things in place, because At the end of the day, there is nothing wrong with us wanting to give our children. Okay, Michelle said that he broke too, bitch. That's what I heard. That's what I heard, the word on the curb. Daddy lost his businesses here in South Florida. Apparently, they never took off. What the whole hell? What? Y'all, we gotta get out. We gotta do better. Let us all take this as an example. We need to make sure we got in order. We need to make sure we got some stuff in order for our children, because there is nothing wrong with giving your child a good life. If you giving your child a good life and you paying their way, you paying all the bills, you making it do what it do so that they can concentrate on school, and a damn thing wrong with that, and don't let nobody judge you. But when they go down and you're no longer able to do that, we've got to provide some type of umbrella from the storms for our children and somewhere to safely land. My heart goes out to this young man and to everybody else who is involved. I was so sad to hear about this, and I was like, I've got to come and talk to you all about it. Thank you for letting me dive out or come out of what I usually talk about to talk about this issue. Y'all, we got to do better. My baby's spoiled. My baby is spoiled. And ain't nothing wrong with spoiling them. But I got to make sure she can land. I got to make sure she can land. Okay. I do too, BW. Y'all let me know down in the comment section what y'all think about this. Am I being delusional? Am I being crazy, or am I just, I don't know. I know that there's people who believe that this may be her karma. I've heard so many different things. I've heard people say that, he need to grow up. He a grown-ass man. I've heard people say, all kinds of things. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this. Sound off in the comment section. Thank you to everybody who is here from the replay gang. I thank you all so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Wanda Burns, for the $1.99 super chat. Thank you. I love you all to pieces. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. And y'all, until we see each other again, y'all be safe out there in them streets. Bye, y'all.